So TwitchCon had one of the worst security failures I've ever seen. A fan physically assaulted streamer Emiru right in the middle of her meet and greet. I'm sure you've seen the clip by now. I made a video talking about it yesterday. The worst part of this, though, is that Twitch knew this kind of thing could happen. And that's why I was so angry about it last night, calling it out. They don't care about the safety of anybody at TwitchCon because they didn't protect her at all. This wasn't just bad luck, guys. This was negligence. Like I said, it's exposing something that every creator and fan needs to understand about Twitch and their total lack of accountability. This could have gone way worse. This could have gone south. And like I addressed yesterday, 2 years ago, something similar happened, and one of her security guards did their job, took care of the guy that was trying to assault her, and then Twitch banned them. They banned the security guard, the guy that did his job. That's why he wasn't here. So, yeah, if you're not aware, I'm sure you've already seen what happened. But, yeah, during TwitchCon, a man crossed multiple security barriers, according to Emiru, which we're going to look at her statement here in a minute. And they got all the way up to her, and they grabbed her by the face, by the fucking face, long enough to grab him and attempt to kiss him in full view of a crowd. And the security guard eventually reacted, shoved the guy off. But by then, it was way too late, guys. That guy already crossed boundaries. The guy had already touched her. And unbelievably, he walked away. So the guy shoved him off. And then they didn't even, take him down. They didn't even, restrain him. Take him for detainment. Nothing. No guards. No police. The guy got to walk away. He got to walk away. Now, Twitch also made a statement, which we're going to look at that, where they claimed that they responded immediately. But looking at the clip, guys, that's not true at all. According to Emiru herself, which we're going to see right here, she didn't even hear about him being detained until hours later. And you know what that means? Twitch lied once again, full stop. So let's take a look at some of the statements that were out here. And let's look at some posts from Twitter real quick. Emiru has made a statement about what happened at TwitchCon where somebody sexually assaulted her. This is quite a read, but it says a lot about the situation and, again, about the safety of people at TwitchCon, which is becoming unsafe by the year. Let's take a look at what they had to say. Emmy says, "Hello, everyone. I am okay, and thank you for all the kind messages. Sorry I cannot respond to them all. Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of another creator's meet and greet to grab me in my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out it could have been a lot worse." And if you haven't seen the clip, I'm not showing it. The last time I tried to show a clip of somebody getting assaulted, YouTube struck my channel. Even though I was causing awareness for it and doing a call to action for people to be alert and to protect themselves, YouTube struck me. So I will not be showing it. But if you've seen the clip, you can see this guy easily was able to run up to her, cross barriers. Literally no security was protecting her until it was too late. And you saw one guy do a quick shove, and then they let the guy walk off. So you can see going on, it says, "I'm obviously shaken up by what happened, and it's not the first time I've dealt with something like this, but to tell you honestly, I am a lot more hurt and upset by how Twitch handled it during and after the fact. Like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. It's true, my favorite and usual security guard was banned for holding a stalker's arm to bring him to police at a past Twitch concert." She's making reference to 2 years ago when she was damn near assaulted back then. Her security guard at the time that took action was banned because he was too forceful. He was too strong. In other words, he did his job too well. TwitchCon does not care. And that's piss poor. Imagine if she had this security guard here this year. She wouldn't have gotten assaulted at all. Going on, this says, however, there was at least 3 or 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away. As you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in the frame, laugh out loud. The woman who's walking me away is my own personal manager, and behind the booth, the only 2 people who were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. So they don't care. They don't care, guys. I know that they've been saying statements that safety is their priority, that they want guests and attendees to feel safe, that they want to be inclusive. They don't care, guys. If you're at TwitchCon this weekend, go, leave. Boycott TwitchCon. Don't support it. Don't go to it. Every year something happens. And now look, this is firsthand account from somebody that was assaulted. Continuing on, she says, my friend who was present told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on to talking about something else. So they're not even taking the situation serious. She goes on to say, so if no one was checking if I was okay or if I needed anything and they let the guy run away initially, I have no idea what anyone hired to keep the event safe was doing. Laugh out loud. So yeah, they let him go away. After they shoved him away, he literally walked away. Instead of getting apprehended or cuffed or escorted out personally, they let the guy walk away, if you watch the clip. Like, he wasn't even, like, properly detained at all. He could have hurt somebody else after he did that. Now, continuing on, she makes reference to Twitch's statement, what she says, in Twitch's statement, they said that the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me, and I felt like this only happened because of my manager pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it was a big deal. I have a lot more I want to say, but I will say it on stream later today instead of writing a book on here, which... She's streaming, as I'm recording this right now, you might be seeing this later, she's streaming, essentially exposing Twitch, calling them out on certain stuff at the event, and it's not a good look for them. I know I addressed some of my opinions on the previous video. This is bad. This is a bad look for them, and her calling it out is just another nail in the coffin for Dan Clancy, who apparently, I've heard rumor, he was partying last night drinking. And he was not really professional at all. But that's something else that we'll talk about when more of that comes out. I'm seeing rumors of that on X. She goes on to thank everybody, saying, sorry you had to see all that. This is definitely my last TwitchCon. So, good on her. Definitely do not go back to TwitchCon. And she continues saying, it saddens me to say as a 10-year off and on attendee TwitchCon, I think other creators should seriously consider not attending in the future. I did not feel cared for or protected, even bringing my own security and staff. I can't imagine how creators without these options would feel. Stay safe, y'all. Everything's going to be okay. And Tectone in the comment says, I'm glad you're safe now, but disgusted this even happened, and even the thought of something worse happening pisses me the fuck off. Twitch covering this up in line makes me sick. We will hold them accountable. I'm tired of this platform's lies and mistreatments of its creators. Proud of you for standing strong, Emmy. You didn't deserve this. As I am hiccuping. Smash JT. This was disgraceful. Twitch is beyond an embarrassment as a company. Dan Clancy must step down, and true leadership is required moving forward. This could have been so much worse. Glad you're okay. So scary. And yeah, this was a scary situation. Now, Dexerto posted an update saying streamer Emiru was assaulted at TwitchCon meet and greet when someone jumped the queue and grabbed her, forcing security to step in. Twitch confirmed via Zach Bussey the person was removed from the venue and banned indefinitely from the platform. So this was another streamer. And this goes back to that whole parasocial community that Twitch fosters, where you get these guys that are essentially, I guess, entranced by simp culture, that they think that just because they give money to people like Emiru, that they're allowed to cross certain boundaries. This guy's a streamer. He's not even just a regular watcher. He's a streamer. He should know better. Whatever this guy's name is, I'm glad they got banned and definitely off the platform. If he was making the money, though, Twitch plays favorites. Obviously, with Hassan, we've seen that. If he was making money, though, for Twitch, I wonder what they would do. So, good on them for banning this dude. But I feel that they dropped the ball immensely when it comes to how they handled the situation at TwitchCon. Now, here's their statement. And you can see it's going to be a whole bunch of corporate speak. It's a whole lot of something without anything. You can see they said the safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer, so they don't even say Emiru, was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises. They're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. I mean, that's the least you could do, but you guys did let him walk around pretty fucking easy after this. They go on to say, we're coordinating with the impacted creators team and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point. You'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. But they got community noted. Uh-oh, guys. Twitch allowed the assailant to walk originally and was only pressed to apprehend him until Emiru's manager pushed for it. The individual was allowed to walk originally. Twitch allowed the assailant to bypass several barriers and creator lines. So, called out, buckos. Called out 110%. This is going to change things, guys. Hopefully. I'm not going to hold my breath as far as Dan Clancy and Twitch staff doing anything, but this should hopefully at least hurt TwitchCon's bottom dollar. Because to them, they don't care about safety of anybody. They don't care about anything, or else this wouldn't have happened. And every year, other things happen. And they will continue to happen because they don't care about people. It's Twitch. They're a scum platform. Now, here's an interesting clip that I've seen on social media from Drama Alert. Emiru is claiming that an Amazon Twitch executive only gave the assaulter a 30-day platform ban initially. How tone deaf can Twitch be about situations like this? Now, it's since been corrected. They have an indefinite ban. But they were trying to give this guy just a 30-day ban initially for sexually assaulting a streamer. Let's watch this clip.
Okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Unbelievable. 30 days just for sexually assaulting somebody at a public event?
She's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
The head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch. Took them an hour to correct and indefinitely ban somebody. And they weren't worried about the real life repercussions of banning a guy from a convention. They were more worried about banning the guy from Twitch's website. They do not care about safety of anybody, guys. This has been mishandled immensely. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Now, there's always some dummy in the comments. Well, what does it have to do with me? I'm not a streamer. I don't go to TwitchCon. Here's why it matters, guys. If TwitchCon can't even protect one of the most popular creators on the platform in a controlled event that they run and organize, what does that say about how they treat everyone else? Can somebody answer that? The magic question? What does that say about how they treat everyone else? Because Twitch didn't just fail Emiru, guys. They failed every single streamer who puts their trust in their company to go to TwitchCon. I will never, ever go to TwitchCon, even if I was big enough, right? And get this, Emiru, as she said in the statement, she requested her favorite security guard, the one who did their job 2 years ago, that previously stopped a stalker, and he was banned. She wasn't even able to get him. Twitch banned that guy for life because he touched a stalker's arm too aggressively while waiting for the police. So yeah, this year Twitch wouldn't even use him. They failed Emiru. They failed each and every single one of you. Let that sink in. They punished the guy who actually did his job. That's so unreal here, guys. So yeah, of course, we saw Twitch's statement They only said something because this whole situation went viral. It's a boilerplate PR statement. The usual, oh, we care about our community safety nonsense. It's corporate nonsense, guys. Don't buy into it. Emiru was clearly shaken. She's upset about it. And she said in her statement she didn't even feel like PR even checked on her. Twitch's PR, the head of security, she felt neglected. She said Twitch staff near the booth was literally laughing about it. I would have walked out. I would have just canceled all of my commitments. Her being there says a lot about her professionalism and her character, but she should leave. Because imagine being assaulted at a company-run event and the staff jokes about it. That's wild. I can't support Twitch. I cannot. I'm glad I haven't streamed on there since they had the weird deer mod that was on there. You remember that? Now we got a tiger diaper baby. And this goes beyond TwitchCon, honestly, guys. We're talking about Amazon. The people that own Twitch, a billion-dollar company, can't even manage the most basic level of security and safety at an event. It's almost like they don't even care. And this isn't the first time Twitch has looked the other way on harassment or abuse, guys. They've had years of scandals. They've had years of unbans, favoritism. Most recently, the whole Hassan situation with the dog. But the main difference with Emiru, is this is actually real world danger. This is actual physical assault happening, not just something on a streaming platform. And what makes it worse, okay, is I saw there's some speculation that this guy might have had a weapon. They said that he there was like a zoom in and a close up. It's all speculation, but they're thinking this guy might have had a knife or some kind of tool or something that he could have harmed her. And even if it turned out to just be a pen or a marker, that's not the point. The fact is that he got that close and it could have gotten worse. And Twitch's system allowed it, guys. At this point, I don't think Twitch could hide behind any statements or brand talk now. This is their fault. They let this happen. They absolutely let this happen. And until they could prove that creator safety actually matters and it's not just their bottom line that they're worried about, events like this are a risk for anyone that is attending. Whether you're a fan or a streamer, it's a risk. Twitch didn't just fail Emiru, guys. They failed everyone who believed in that platform. And I think you guys should not support TwitchCon. Don't go to it. Again, heed the warnings that other people are saying. I saw Osmond Gold, Tectone, other people saying stay away. It's not safe. They don't care, guys. So clearly, Twitch doesn't care about you. And this incident could have been avoided. It's very sad. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, fuck it. Hit that dislike. Don't forget to hit that subscription. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.